Hello, 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 everybody. It is Monday again. It is 6:30 p.m. EST, and we are back with our live stream. Bow, 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 bow. Is that what you were waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I hope everyone's been doing well. Happy Monday to everyone. Thank you for joining us once again. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment in the comment box. And if you have any of your draw along illustrations or sketches that you'd like to share from last week's live stream where we did a draw along, you can send those to ddov.info@gmail.com. So I'll have that on the screen momentarily when we start for you as well. And did you want to say any kind of opening monologue?
Monologue.
Or is that more my thing?
I think it's more your thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just remind everybody that I have a book coming up.
Yeah.
With Panic and Rocket Ship called Razor Gray, and you can already order it from your local comic book store. And this week on Wednesday, I'm gonna try something new. A lot of people told me about Whatnot, so we'll try doing a live show, maybe with sketch cards that I'll draw live, and probably we'll also sell some of the older sketch cards that I have here that are already done, like this, for example. This Nanami, right? And this Yoda.
May the force be with you.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of them. Let's see if I have, this shredder.
We're doing well, Jamie. Thank you. Hope you're well too. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday, Jillian. Nice to see you back.
We'll try that. If you have Whatnot, then you can join. If you don't have to. It's just something that people told me about, and I thought about maybe
we'll try it out. Yeah. So that will be this Wednesday. We'll let you know what time. It's
6:30.
6:30 p.m. EST. So same time that we start our live stream, except it's going to be the coming Wednesday.
Yes.
And that'll be on socials as well. So if you don't remember, you'll catch it on socials.
Yeah.
A reminder.
And today I wanted to show a book that I bought in, I think it was TCAF. Yeah. TCAF. Just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's called... I have a new computer.
Do I not have access? Wait. Oh, it is. Okay. I was confused for a moment.
I'm using a new computer, so...
Which is my old computer.
Yes.
Not that old, but...
so the book is called Cave Grave. I bought it from Sean Coronero.
Yeah, probably. Coronary.
Little sketch that is remake that he has done for me. And this came out from Oni Press. And I really like his style. He also had some different type of styles there. What are we doing? Like
what?
So this is more like sketchy, more scratchy. But
the
he
Itchy
had
and Scratchy Show.
He had some different style as well on other books that was more clean and like more sleek. And I'm actually working on a Western now. So it's just one issue. So it's interesting to see how he's dealing with all the Western ideas here. This is very cool, the way he draws the landscape. It's just a double page of almost nothing, only like nature and stuff. It's interesting. And you slowly read it and you get to see a house, and then the story starts. It's very like, it gives you a lot of space before the actual words begin. So I think it's like, it's very minimal. Look at this, for example. This is very interesting, the way he draws the face here. So the inking is only, it's so minimal, it's almost, there's almost nothing.
It's only like an underline and not even that.
Yeah. But I think the color choices and the way he does the inking makes it feel like a Western. I don't know exactly how, but it's probably the red, like the color, and the fact that there's not a lot of details gives you a feel of a desert.
Oh, that's nice. That's a cool desert kind of abstraction.
So I think it looks like watercolor, but I'm not sure. But it looks traditional, but
yeah,
it might also be digital. I'm not sure exactly how it works.
The coloring
and the inking.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks very traditional. To me. You see, you'll almost see the
watercolor also looks traditional to me.
Yeah, probably. You can almost see the sketch lines behind the inks. And I'm not sure he's using inks, actually. Maybe it's pencils that are like enhanced on Photoshop or digitally somehow. That's very cool.
Looks like David Lynch.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
It's not supposed to be him.
No.
But the hair is giving David Lynch down.
This is very cool. Is it a very like Western?
Yeah. I can almost see the tumbleweed go by.
I can almost hear the music and yeah.
I'm here for the sound effect.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually working on a Western now. Like it's a more of a fantasy Western, but I guess this is also a fantasy Western. I don't know if there are monsters in real life Westerns in the past. So I guess it's also.
So is this two different stories or two different stories?
No, I think it's one story.
Because it's at the end there, a few pages back.
I don't remember.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe it's two different stories. I don't actually remember.
Do you already read it?
Yes. Oh, this looks different.
A little bit.
Yeah. Here you can see that this almost looks.
If I had to guess, I'd say that he does a mixture of traditional and digital. And here the background definitely looks like Painter or a digital painting program.
Unless it's like traditional and then he went on like doing the.
Yeah. Like it's also possible. It's also possible. Yeah, Jamie, I agree. It looks like both, a mixture. I'm thinking the
But
watercolor looked pretty
yeah, so
traditional.
this is completely different, the coloring style
Yeah.
here, as opposed to this part.
Yeah, this is
which
more blocky.
Yeah, it's only two colors here, black and red.
Mm-hmm.
The other one had like more.
By the
That's
way,
very
it's
cool.
just to let you know, it's showing up a bit more orange on our screen, but it is black and red.
Mhm.
It's like an orangish red in real life. Almost like a deep pumpkin color.
Yeah, but it's a bit desaturated. It's not like the full saturation of a red color.
Which is good. I mean, it makes it feel more grounded.
It makes it feel more Western.
More Western, yeah. It gives you like the warmth kind of sensation. Pumpkin spice. This is more red, right? So now it looks a little more red on screen, but in real life, this is like almost pink. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see it's traditional for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's pencil in there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Character development?
Yes, probably, yeah. It's very cool.
It gives me a lot of sensation of movement, actually. He has, without doing a lot to...
That's very nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. The negative space. Shooting gallery.
How would you say that you pronounce his
I would
name?
Kuroneru, yeah, but I don't even know off the top of my head to tell you where that's from, that name.
I think I asked him what's his recent work, and he said that, because I usually 2026, so that's pretty new. I like the Oni stuff recently. They have interesting things. I need to talk to them.
And Oni is demon in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
So Jamie, it's all about you today.
It's your episode, Jamie. Let's go.
Drawing your commission.
You get a sneaku peeku into the piece. Are you gonna zoom out a little bit, or do you want to keep it? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Don't go too far out. Wow, this is amazing. That's Pris is her name, or what's her name?
Yeah, Pris.
Pris. And
Roy Batty.
Yeah.
And the
the bear's in there too.
Tribute to the Pieta.
Yeah.
By Michelangelo.
This is looking. You have to lean back a little bit. Okay. This is looking amazing. I already love the sketch. Do you have any advice on giving public interviews? What to say, what not to say? Okay. So public interviews, meaning that you're on a panel, you're going to be asked questions, something along those lines, I'm guessing. I'll give you my 2 cents because I've done it before on a couple of occasions, and then Nir can chime in with any other advice that he might have. Even though I think probably you did less interviews than I did, maybe. I would say
I did a lot of interviews, written interviews. I've done more written ones than audio ones.
My first piece of advice would be, it's okay. So this first piece of advice is a tip that helps you curb your nerves as well as do better in the interview itself at the same time, simultaneously. And the thing is, it might sound simple, but it's really good. Your entire focus is on the person interviewing you. So what does that mean? It means you pay extra attention to the way that they move, the way that their intonation, where they put the emphasis in their questions and their sentences. So you're like hyper focused on the interviewer, and that way you're not thinking about how you're coming off because you're just listening most of the time. And I would say don't think too much about your answers. Just start and it'll be yourself and it'll come out. I know that's easier said than done, but the more you're able to not think about it as being an interview and just a conversation, the more at ease you will feel and the more you will communicate clearly, if that makes sense. That would be my first piece of advice. So focus on the interviewer, good eye contact with the interviewer, so not looking like down or around you. You don't care about anything. You're just having a conversation with that one person. May or may not, someone else may or may not see it. Who knows? Who cares? We don't care. What other people think is none of our business. So you're just having a conversation with that person.
I have something that I need to also remind myself a lot of the times when I do interviews. I think you need to take control. So a lot of the times when you are interviewed, the person that asks the questions is in control. And
Not in
I
my
mean-
interviews.
I mean that, so he's asking the question and he's like navigating the conversation to place it that he wants,
He or she, yeah.
he or she, they.
Yeah.
And I think it's better if you have in advance beforehand specific topics that you want to talk about, and just try to be somewhat in control of the conversation.
But
Maybe
how would he go about doing that? Or
it's
she?
not hard, because every time somebody asks something, you can like lean towards something that you want to talk about and like answer the question, but like enhance a specific topic that you know that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's better, like, for you, it's more interesting for you to speak about.
I would come up with a few talking points that near suggestion kind of emphasizes, which would be maybe you want to tell people about something new that you're doing that's coming out. So that would be one talking point. You can work that into any answer that you want, like you said just now. Maybe you would like to talk about a gallery showing that you had recently, or that an experience that really influenced you. You just have those few things in mind, and if you're able to work them into the answers, then okay. And if not, that's also okay. But at least you have some recourse, something to fall back on if you're not sure, or if you want to steer the conversation in that direction.
I guess, but the main thing about interviews, especially if it's like audio interviews, if it's like online, especially if it's live, the most important thing is not to be stressed.
Well, but that's
that's
like telling an angry person stop being angry.
Exactly.
It's kind of aggravating.
But I guess people who are dealing with anxiety issues, like myself, are maybe they know already what they need to do in advance to be more relaxed.
I know what I need to do.
You need to focus on the
Yes,
person.
but there's another thing. Maybe I should say it before. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I should say it before I forget.
Sure.
If you are anxious, just say that you're anxious in the beginning, and that kind of like breaks the ice right off the bat.
Yeah, that's...
It's okay to be anxious. It's normal.
Yeah. But I guess if you are anxious, it's gonna make your answers not as good as if you weren't. So that's something that is important.
I have another thing too.
Yeah.
Don't be in a rush to answer. So meaning they're interviewing you for a reason. They want to hear what you have to say. You can take your time. So don't feel like you have to be like concise and quick. It's not a speed competition. It's about thinking for a moment, taking it in, and then answering when you're ready. And just you can take those pauses and it's cool. They're there for your answers.
Okay, but up till now, I kind of talked about mostly about audio interviews, but I want to say something about emails and like written interviews because I've done many of these. So I think you should treat emails, interviews, as if it was a story.
Okay.
So I don't know how much you know about writing stories, but there are some things that are important to make it more engaging for people to read. So I think that the basic thing about the story is the conflict. Obviously, you don't have to invent like a conflict to answer a question, but if you think about the answer as something that has a structure, that has like a beginning, middle, and end, and has like a maybe some sort of a conflict. It doesn't have to be something that is very prominent or very strong. It can be like something that is just a personal story or something very small. But people like when they read about other artists, they like to hear something personal. So if you treat the answer like it's a story you tell, it kind of changes the way of you answering the questions. And it makes them more engaging. And I think that's the idea, because people like to be they don't just like to hear a cold answer and that's it. They want a story. So yeah, I think that's important. So I chose the Dove Jamie because it's one of the references for Blade Runner for Roy. And in the Pietà, Michelangelo's statue, you see Maria holding Jesus, and she has one of her hands like open to the air, but she doesn't hold anything. And I thought it's gonna be interesting if he's gonna hold the dove.
Very cool. I like the hair too.
Yeah, he has white hair in the movie.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, his hair is hard to, I struggled with it a little bit because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna do it like completely white or
It kind of
something
reads
else.
as white somehow. It's like the dark parts are the shadows.
Yeah, that's what I meant actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes the
Because it
hair
doesn't
look
have like an outline.
an outline. It makes the hair look light and shiny, like a chrome, like a
Yeah.
silvery kind of,
Yeah,
or a shiny white.
that was the idea. And the dove. So I also added some Easter eggs in the background. But Jamie, if you have more ideas for Easter eggs, you can, whatever you want, I can add in the background, because this is gonna be very like with a lot of details here. I drew some of the other robots and
The foreground
the
is the
machine here.
background is going to be detailed. So if you have anything in particular that you'd like to be added there, let us know.
Or just random
It could be
Easter
something
eggs.
that's meaningful to you and is not necessarily in Blade Runner. That can also be cool. If you have a favorite animal, it could be maybe be an origami of that animal or something along those lines.
They have the
Yeah, I saw that.
origami.
Yeah. Is that a horse? What kind of
unicorn?
Oh, oh yeah, I see it now. I thought it was facing the other way. So it's facing screen left.
It's the unicorn from the movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, he also did cranes, right? There's also a thing with, was it not cranes or?
No, I think it was a unicorn.
Okay, crane is like the generic, the easiest, I guess, origami, one of the easier animals to do.
Paper plane?
I don't think paper plane is origami.
Why not?
Because I don't think...
Basically origami.
No, but I don't think it's traditional Japanese origami. I think it's more of a Western thing.
Every time we talk about origami, I remember my friend. You remember?
Yeah, you used to have a friend who had a fear of origami.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says, yes, paper planes are a form of origami because they are made by folding a single sheet of paper without cutting, gluing, or taping. The differences are standard paper airplanes are engineered and built specifically to fly through the air, whereas classic origami models are meant to be looked at. And then traditional origami usually starts with a square sheet of paper, while most paper airplanes are made from rectangular printer or notebook paper. And paper airplanes is more of a US thing, it says. So technically, yes and no, if that. I am very excited by this. The dove looks amazing. I will have a think about any details. Yeah, I think the whole image, just like the fact that we get a little bit of breathing space to the left of Pris's head and then a little bit more to the right of her knees gives like a sense of depth, and it's a very good composition. The eye goes exactly where Nir intended it to.
Yeah.
And the dove is really cool.
I also like Blade Runner, so...
Yeah. And then her, like, torn up fishnets, that's also going to be really cool.
Every chance I get to draw Blade Runner is cool.
Yeah. I kind of want to cosplay as someone from Blade Runner, one of the characters.
Which one?
I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe like the doll maker, or the guy that makes the eyes. That would be, no, but then I would have to be Asian. And I can't do that yet. I'm learning how to shapeshift, but so today I was with my family and they asked a really interesting question. The family important, welcome back. Nice to see ya. Happy Monday. So the question that they asked today was, it's the classic, if you could choose one superpower, you can also invent the superpower, but it can't be the superpower of having all superpowers. What would you choose? And my aunt said something really kind of, I wasn't expecting it because I've never heard of it before. She said she would like the ability to make people live in harmony with each other.
Oh,
so kind of like a reverse empath.
That's
like
very altruistic.
That's what I said. I use the same word. I was like, that's so altruistic. And then my uncle said he would like to be able to heal anyone instantaneously. And I was like, oh, so now you're Jesus. And I said teleportation. And then they brought up the question of mind reading. And I was like, no, I don't want to be able to read other people's minds. That would be too much. One mind is enough for me. Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can, like,
it's just too much.
But it might be like you can choose if you want to.
Okay, then why not pick one where you can also choose when to use it, but it's more helpful? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah, healing is
is
better
way
than...
better. And also teleportation, in my opinion.
I would choose maybe to live forever, not die. Like,
Uh,
yeah, why not?
that could be very isolating. At some point,
You
you're
become free run,
well, you're gonna see everyone around you
die.
die constantly
Okay, but
until you.
maybe if you choose healing, you can heal yourself and you can also heal
No, you can't
others.
do that. That was one of the premises of the question. You can't like use one power to create a different power. It's just one thing. So if you the healing factor, I guess like you could heal something, but you wouldn't be able to stop the aging process. Yeah, I get the healing thing. That's also it's a good answer. Yeah, and then I told my aunt, like, you could create world peace and I'd be the ambassador because I could be anywhere I wanted at any time, right? So we would make a team. And if anyone tried to assassinate me as the ambassador, then my uncle would heal me. So there you have it.
You created a super group.
Yeah, a 3-person super group that actually tries to create world peace and not just like continues to put out fires as they pop up. At the end of the day, I don't know that the X-Men created world peace, nor did Batman, Superman, and any of the other superheroes that I'm aware of.
Yeah, superheroes are more about like
Solving
specific problems.
specific issues that come up. Which I guess like if you create a utopia, it's less compelling of a story, but you have probably something to say about that.
Yeah, because I'm writing about it. It's so, people think that if you write a utopia, it's gonna be boring, but
No,
you
there can
can,
be personal conflict.
yeah, there could be any kind of conflicts inside a utopian society. It's funny that every time people are writing or doing something that is futuristic, it has to be like a dystopia.
So the family importance says I wouldn't know what superpower to choose. So let me give you a few options, and then we'll do like multiple.
Super speed,
So you have either super speed,
super strength,
super strength,
super smart.
genius level, like puts Einstein to shame. So basically, like what's his face, Ozymandias, or even smarter than that. I'd say like for the third one, the combined intellectual power of any genius that was on Earth ever. So that would be really smart. The fourth one would be teleportation, and the fifth one would be healing factor, not immortality. You can heal yourself or others.
From all these options, I'm gonna choose super smart for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no one says that you're going to remain sane. You don't get,
If you're super smart, you can solve insanity, probably.
maybe, yeah. They say that smarter people are more prone to mental illness, but I guess like it's probably a bell curve. Beyond some point, you are less susceptible to it again.
Yeah.
The smartest person I know has no shred of anxiety. You've never met him, but he had no shred of guilt, anxiety, depression, not an ounce.
Okay.
So maybe that says something. And he actually took multiple IQ tests and he was.
I don't know. I think it's genetic, like the anxiety issues. It's something that is more.
The family chose strength. Okay, super strong. What would you use it for? Do you have some ideas?
If you choose super strength, but do like
Just daily chores.
yeah, like build stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe I don't know, build houses. Be a construction worker.
Well, I mean, they can kind of do that without you, just slower, probably. But I'm thinking, what could it actually? I guess you could accompany search and rescue teams
Yeah.
and then be really helpful
Yeah, but
in those
why
cases.
is everything that we think about is altruistic?
No, it doesn't. I'm saying you use it for your day to day, obviously. Why would you not?
Yeah,
And
but
then if you
what would
wanted
I do
to,
with super strength? I don't think
in your day to day,
yeah.
just like lift a lot of stuff, I guess. Or like, open a really stubborn jar of pickles, let's say. Or,
Okay,
you
that's
know what I
cool.
mean? Or,
That's cool.
maybe like have a pet tiger that is not able to be reintroduced to nature. Or yeah, maybe care for animals like at the zoo. You could take elephants to surgery, just like lift them up and take them. Um, Save people every once in a while. Get flown out to, cataclysmic sites or whatever it's called, like natural disaster rescue. Help out with earthquake cleanup. Yeah, things like that, of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is, I think if you're super strong, you're gonna be like so popular that your life is just gonna be almost impossible to live privately after that point. Because it's kind of like, I feel like it would be a very popular super person to be.
More than super smart? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
but super smart, then it's like you said, you could solve you could just create an alternate personality and have no one ever find out who you actually are.
Yeah.
Not just, but yeah, I would take super smart over super strong. Jillian and Jamie, what would you choose? So we had super strong, super fast, teleportation, super smart, and healing factor for you on yourself or others, but no immortality. I think I'm still going with teleportation
I'm going with super smart.
because that's being able to be anywhere you want, anytime you want. There's so much that you can do with that.
If you're super smart, you can invent teleportation. If you have like the smart of
What kind of teleportation though? Annihilation and combining like so the problem
what's your kind?
so the problem the only kind that doesn't destroy
Doesn't kill you.
the passenger that's teleporting would be some kind of wormhole where you go through space and time and you come out on the other side. Because if we're doing destroy the original and make a copy, that person is dead. The first person is dead, regardless of what the person that emerges says. The first person is dead. So
Yeah,
you're destroying an organism.
yeah.
So
It reminds me of the what's his name? The movie Christopher Nolan's movie
because twins don't
Pres-
share the same.
Prestige.
Yeah, the Prestige. So twins don't share the same consciousness. They're basically the same organism genetically, but they don't both sense what each other's sensing across the globe if they're separated, right?
Yeah.
So they would be making a copy of you that has your memories, and that copy would report that he is or she is in fact you. But then when they destroy you, you're dead. You're actually dead. It doesn't matter what the second person says about their history. It's just a copy, right? I think we've gotten used to, with the digital age, we've gotten used to the fact that like, oh yeah, the inking, it's amazing. I wonder always if the audience can hear the mark
scratching?
making. Maybe a little bit.
Can you
Let us
hear?
know.
Can you hear the scratching?
Or is the microphone too far from the page? That everyone heard, I'm sure.
So she has a
Sheer.
transparent.
Yeah, it's like organza or some sort of sheer fabric. Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing it with like double lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to indicate a thin, transparent fabric.
Yeah. You just did what I recommended for the interviews. Like you took the lead on the topic.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
The superpowers.
So they say that they just hear the paper adjusting. They can't really hear the mark making.
Okay, that's a shame because I like the sound.
Yeah, it adds to the satisfaction. Definitely the auditory aspect of it.
It's ASMR basically.
Mm-hmm. They can kind of hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a mistake. So I forgot to draw his hand. This one.
Mm-hmm.
And I added it afterwards on the back.
Oh yeah. Of the sketch.
Yeah. And now I drew on it accidentally. I need to.
Well, yeah, but that's a very small area. That's easily fixable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So just to be clear, the original is not going to have a hand on the backside of it. That's on the backside of the sketch paper.
Yeah.
So this is two pieces of paper taped to each other temporarily so that Nier can build upon his sketch.
Exactly. So I don't know why, but I forgot to draw his hand.
Would you rather have ensured abundance for the entire world or peace for the entire world?
Ensure abundance.
I think so too.
Because that's gonna create peace.
Well, I don't think it's gonna create peace, but at least it'll cause strife to dissipate by a large amount.
Yeah.
So and that might be enough to get us through, our species-wide adolescence that we're entering into now, is the way that I see it. We're basically young teenagers as a species. Very young teenagers. Not even, if that. We might even be like 10 years old as a species. So
young and annoying.
Young and annoying, yes. Very belligerent.
Belligerent?
Being nasty to each other and trying to egg each other on and aggressive, that kind of thing. And then we also don't really know much yet about ourselves. Or Jamie says shape-shifting superpower. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think shape-shifting is kind of it's the same type of superpower that teleportation is, if that makes sense, in the amount of options it affords you and the kind of things that you can get up to. Like both would do really well in espionage situations or recovering information, that kind of thing. Steering events in certain directions, both teleportation and shape-shifting. I definitely get that answer. I agree with that's a good one. Yeah.
But I wouldn't know what to do with it.
With shape-shifting?
Yeah. What would you do with it if you had it?
Be Mystique, I guess.
But what?
Oh, what would I get up to?
What would you do? You now have shape-shifting. What are you doing?
Oh, a lot of things.
What?
First order of business.
Yeah.
Discovering what kind of technologies are being developed in secret that aren't really released to the public yet, just to satiate my curiosity. I don't think I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Well, it would make me understand the world more, I guess. Second thing would probably be eavesdropping on private political leaders' conversations.
That's boring.
The third thing would be maybe discovering. Oh, I know what it would be. being able to enter any kind of event or situation. So behind the scenes of museums and cultural digs and like very, very interesting things that no one has access to. I guess you could earn access that way. I don't know, Jamie, what would you use it for?
But what will you do? Would you like uh, disguise as somebody else? But that's gonna be breaking the law somehow.
Why? No, the law doesn't say anything about shape-shifting.
I don't know if you like
I don't have to say who I am. I just
disguise
show up.
as somebody else. That's
I
against the law.
guess, yeah, I guess that could be against. But so is I guess teleportation is also against the law because you need a visa to be in other countries, right?
But being you can like make a visa and be like teleport yourself.
Oh, so if let's say that there's a natural disaster going on in Sri Lanka now, I have to wait for my visa to go save people. I don't
Yeah.
think that's a thing. I think they would just really be grateful for the fact that you came and helped in any way that you could. Because let's say that I guess it really depends on what information you need in order to teleport. Because let's say Nightcrawler, I think, had to be in direct line of sight of the place that he was jumping to, or else he could get stuck inside, like molecularly bonded to the inside of walls and things like that.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he can teleport without line of sight, but it's very dangerous. So he doesn't really do it often.
And was it there's another X-Men that could it wasn't teleport, it
I
was
think
like walking through things.
one of the X-Men?
Yeah.
Probably.
Kitty Pryde, maybe?
Kitty Pryde, I think she could change like the density of materials around her, maybe.
So she could walk through walls, right?
Yeah. It was Kitty Pryde, I'm pretty sure. You're right.
It was what's her name before she was Elliot Page, before he was.
Yeah. I think so. I think Elliot Page played Kitty Pryde, I'm pretty sure.
By the way, I'm doing so Tatiana, my art rep, is doing a special drop of X-Men cards, and it's gonna be live on the CAF show, Comic Art Fans show, the YouTube channel, and I got some X-Men to draw, but I don't really know the specific X-Men that I got.
I only knew one of them.
I think one of them was Sunspot.
Yeah, Sunspot.
The other one was Skin something. Somebody that has like a very loose skin that can like, it's almost like shape shifting, but more like Elastic Man.
Yeah,
the one from the Fantastic Four.
Right. And I've never heard of that character before.
Me neither. And there's another one that I got, but I forgot.
Yeah, Jamie says be like a fly on the wall. So what private meetings, yeah, that kind of thing. So what would you I'm curious to know actually, for those of you who are on the live stream and anyone listening afterwards, you can leave in the comments as well. We'd be interested to know what you think. Do you actually think that we have like somewhere on Earth there's way more advanced technology, either biological or like digital or whatever, that is actually shared with the public? Do you think that that's a possibility?
That is not shared.
That's not shared. Yeah. So let's say only specific agencies have access to, or is too.
Yeah, of course. That's obvious.
But then what
you're
is
saying.
it obvious? But
Yeah,
things that we don't
obvious.
know about is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
You think so?
Of course.
It has to,
like all
my thought process.
All the like government agencies that are dealing with espionage and stuff like that. Of course they have.
Yeah, because my thought process is, remember when the Gulf War happened and Suddenly, nobody knew about
bomber,
the F. I think it was the F-15. Am I?
Yeah, the one that
Is that
like
correct?
looks like stairs. It looks like a stairs. Stairs with three stairs.
No, it's not the F-15.
B-50 B.
No, that's
something.
B-52 is something else. No, which one is the stealth bomber? Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's B-50 something.
Jamie says, is it aliens or something else? I'd like to know what Area 51 is. I mean, I think the kind of like consensus, or let's say like the mainstream average conception of what goes on in those bases is that they test out new technology there. That's what I think like the main going assumption is about places like Groom Lake, Area 51, that kind of thing, S4. I'm pretty sure some people think that it's alien tech that was retrieved and being kind of back engineered, but I don't really subscribe, even though I like hearing about those concepts, I don't really subscribe to that notion. Do I think it's impossible? No. But do I also think that that's what's actually happening? Also no. So it's a possibility, but I wouldn't, but yeah, do I think that aliens exist in the universe? 100%, absolutely. Do I think that they stop by here?
100%.
Oh yeah,
How could it be 100%?
Well, the vastness of space/time, it just statistically, there has to be life somewhere else. Just, it has to be.
But it can't be 100%.
I would bet my life, if there was an actual way to retrieve an answer, I would bet my life on it.
It also depends on how you describe life. Is it the
multicellular organisms?
That's not necessarily all the intelligence that could be in the universe.
No, that's true. But I'm saying even just that specific of a type of life, because who knows, there could be like energy life.
Do you mean like carbon-based?
It doesn't have to be carbon-based, but multicellular of some type organisms with some kind of, based on whatever. It could be silicate-based, it could be carbon-based, it could be AI, it could be whatever it is.
If it's
crystals
AI,
that communicate with each other. I don't know.
It doesn't have to be multicellular.
Well, okay, so we'll say intelligent life in the universe, okay?
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. That's like, I would, if I had to, I'd bet on yes for that. Do I think that they stop by here? Also, I don't think that it's... Why are UFOs seen in east side of US nor nowhere else? I don't think that's true. I think I remember reading about there's like there's a town in Japan that's dedicated to UFO sightings that they have there often. I'm pretty sure.
I don't believe that all the
UFO just means unidentified flying object. It doesn't necessarily contain... It doesn't preclude
that it's from outer
space. Well, no, it doesn't preclude, meaning, or include rather, that it has to be some sort of alien life. But
yeah.
Any advice on coloring your inks with watercolors? Do you have any?
I have a lot of advice.
Okay, let's go.
Like, it's gonna take forever. Watercolor is very...
Do you have a specific, a more specific kind of question, Jillian? Or do you want Nir to just say whatever comes to mind about that topic?
I mean, watercolor is I think when you use watercolor, you need to use the strength of the tool and not fight it against it.
Mm-hmm.
So watercolor is... you can't really control watercolor. You have to use the fact that it's a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Surprising, maybe. So you can't really work with it like you work with acrylics or gouache or even digitally, because it's more unpredictable. But you can use the unpredictability. It's gonna make the artwork interesting.
Unique, but you have to think about it.
It's it needs to be something that is conscientious.
A conscious decision. No, conscientious means like polite.
Like a conscious
Yeah.
decision. So you need to take the strength of the tool and not fight against them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly related to the fact that watercolor behave in a specific way. And you can like create some interesting effects with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the watercolor pieces that I like, if you don't know Mattia Bergara, he's a very interesting artist that like a comic book artist,
Mm-hmm.
and he works a lot with watercolor. If you see his watercolor pieces, he knows exactly how to use the strength of the tools. So you see it's watercolor,
Yeah.
and I think that's the thing that makes the art interesting.
Mm-hmm. Jillian says, I want Near to give a watercolor workshop like with the inking. It was so fun. Maybe that's the next workshop.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Sure, yeah,
It's a good idea.
I can do
Yeah.
it probably.
I like that idea. That's good, Jillian. Let's go. We'll make it happen. Family Important says, I only know of the Phoenix Lights and Battle of LA. So I'm pretty sure
What is that?
It's like US sightings of unidentified flying objects.
UFOs.
But I want to say that I'm pretty sure that during World War II, if you know what Foo Fighters are, there were these really fast-moving lights that pilots saw during World War II that kind of accompanied planes into battle. And they would move through aircraft, is what pilots said, and they would go at speeds that were impossible. They would disappear and appear. They would split apart into different orbs, basically. And now I don't know if that's a craft or imagination.
It's not imagination. It's probably like a
ball lightning or any kind of like atmospheric.
Related to the tools that they're using to see the things.
But this is in World War II, so they were seeing them with their own eyes outside of the cockpit. And I do know that Russian soldiers also reported seeing the Foo Fighters. I don't know if it was to the same
Usually
extent.
it's like a error in the something that is technical thing that is functioning in the
but they're pilots. I mean, they should be able to figure out that, you know, this is not your average Joe.
I mean, all the photos and videos that you see today that the Pentagon releases, it mostly looks like errors in the systems that are capturing the data.
Yeah. I feel like
something in the lens, something that is.
I feel like Foo Fighters were some sort of atmospheric effect, something like ball lightning. That kind of thing.
I think that Foo Fighter is a rock band.
Well, that too. So, do you have advice on making prints to sell at conventions? How to choose which size, which paper, stuff like that. Also, pricing and what amounts to make.
I think it depends on what you want to do with prints. So most of the vendors at Comic-Cons are selling cheap prints, and probably it's a good decision if you're only starting out, because the cost for producing them is not going to be too high, and you can sell them at a cheap price. But it depends on what you want to achieve with it. Do you want to make money? Do you want to
gain notoriety, make a name for yourself?
If you want to make money, you need to really think about it, because if you sell a print for $5, that's not going to be like a great income eventually.
But if you do make pieces that kind of grab the eye and make people say, oh, I know that's from XYZ, and you're willing to do that, kind of like your take on pop culture, characters. And
But-
it's priced
but-
right. You might be able to sell a lot of that though.
Yeah, but still, if it's like so cheap, like $5 a print,
Mm.
like if you sell like
You could do
100.
15. Yeah, you could do $15 though. If they like it, they'll spend $15-$20, you know. The goal is to make a name for myself, not necessarily make money, show my art around. Okay, so if it's to show your original art, so your own characters or yeah, then I would say first of all, networking, being there and having a presence, have people see your work would be the most important thing. And then selling would be a secondary kind of bonus to that. Definitely have a folder for people to flip through and look at your art. Have business cards, obviously. I know that goes without, but I'm just reiterating that. Like how much would you sell an 11 by 17? If it's original piece, that would have, it depends on, you know, how many details and how much time and effort goes into it. But if it's a print, different price. So what would you, starting out, what would you sell in 11 by 17 original versus print? Yeah. What would be like a good...
So the print is very dependent on the quality of the print.
Mhm.
So we've done giclée prints.
Yeah.
I've done like simpler prints in the past. Like you can do digital printing,
And I think we sold them for like $20.
pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So it's not, I don't know. I think you need to like think about what do you want to get back from the, like after all the expenses,
Mm-hmm.
but also think about what would people want to buy, because if it's too expensive and it's original characters and not something that people can recognize, then people won't spend a lot of money.
No, yeah. If they don't recognize, because why the reason that people go to pop cons, any kind of popular culture, Comic Con, TCAF,
no, TCAF is
a bit
something
different. Yeah, because TCAF they're looking for more original art there.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like Comic Con type conventions, most of the people that go there, the big swath, the average person goes there to go, oh look, it's this is Spider-Verse characters. I'm gonna get me that because I like the colors. So they're gonna get the things that they know already, and then the reason that they choose your print would be your take on it would be something that they like. So the colors you use, the style you draw in.
Even though if you do like characters that people recognize, if you go too off with the design, then people are not gonna be like buying it.
That's true. Definitely. And then if you're making your own art and you don't really want to go the route of your take on characters that are established already in pop culture, it's going to be more of a steep slope. It'll take more time for people to recognize you as an artist and associate your style with you.
Yeah, but maybe it's cool to have prints at shows, even though you know that people aren't gonna like buy it a lot, but just to show your art in color and like in a way that is gonna be interesting for people, even though they're probably not gonna buy it a lot if it's something original, but they can see it.
I have two concrete kind of tips for you. The first one would be realize that it's going to take time. So enjoy the process and don't expect to be famous after one or two shows, because that's never going to happen. It's statistically almost impossible unless you get some kind of crazy break that would be kind of like winning the lottery. So just recognize that it takes time and enjoy the process. If you're able to do that, you can then print books and give them for free to the artists that are at the show that you like and you know, or trade with them. You see, they do that a lot sometimes. Not, you know, the most well-known artists won't do that, but anyone that's kind of famous.
I actually traded
Yeah.
with Trad more.
Well, yeah,
I
but you
traded
also got to know him a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like you had conversations, and it wasn't just like a, "Hi, I'm Near. Here, can I trade with you?" This is a well-established artist. He's not gonna just trade his book.
Yeah.
You know, they're there to do the same thing you are. They're
Yeah,
just
but
at a different scale.
instead of thinking about trading it, maybe think about giving it away.
Give it
more.
away. That's what I'm saying.
And
Give it away.
I'm saying like print something that is like a floppy. If you're in comics, if you're not like in comics in just in illustration, you can print like cheap like pamphlets, like something that
Yeah,
looks like
art
something that
books.
you like give away for free,
Right.
but it's cheap.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
a
get
bunch of
things like
these.
that. Give them away for free. Make stickers that have your social account on it and give those away for free on the corner, the front corner of the table is also a good idea. And then if money is not an issue and you have
Money's always an issue.
well, some people have like the backing and that gives them kind of like ease of mind to wiggle room.
It's very
Then
like,
I would go all out and just make a run of actual like finished product, a short book of yours, and give that away for free to artists that you like. Otherwise, do the art book route. So that would be a cheaper way of doing it, less time consuming as well.
But I think if you're in comics, it's good to have like portfolio that is printed and not just the originals. You need the originals for sure, because if you're planning on doing portfolio reviews or even like show editors that are walking around artist alley sometimes, you also, it's a good idea to have something printed, like a comic book of maybe pitches or just a bunch of your stuff, and have it with you and just give it away.
Yeah.
To everybody.
Another thing would be they're kind of like the booths or tables at the cons are split into generally two types. So you get the super crowded kind of vendory table that tries to bombard you visually and get you to look at everything that they have.
And you're speaking only about Artist Alley, right?
Yeah, I'm speaking about Artist Alley, okay? Yeah. And the other kind of general table there is like a very clean, minimalistic, not visually bombarding or accosting.
Yeah, and those are most of the time those are more
those are the artists. So that's how the savvy congoer differentiates between when they're looking for original art or original artists. They tend to gravitate towards the cleaner, simpler, kind of not
because the
crowded.
The professionals, they don't have nothing on the table.
Almost nothing.
Yeah.
They
don't have books.
We're kind of like, I'd say in between the two, but we lean way more toward the simple side. We don't have.
We are on the simple side.
Yeah, we don't have massive constructions with things hanging above us. That's not a thing. Recently, I've been placing a small turntable with a sculpture of one of the characters from Near's books to just grab the eye. It's not for sale.
It's all original stuff. It's not like
it's not like
merchandise.
Yeah, it's not a mountain of T-shirts or a mountain of prints.
Not that we have something against it.
No,
that's okay.
I regularly buy at those places too.
Yeah,
it's just a different type of.
Yeah,
it caters to different audience.
You might want to be that vendor, so that's something else.
They say that they're trying to make a name for themselves, so I don't know that.
Yeah,
that would be.
These vendors are mostly about making money. I think.
Yeah. So think about: are you selling merchandise or are you selling yourself? Because if you're the
product.
If you're the we'll say if you're the product, that's also a way of saying
people need to see you.
You're the most important thing at the table, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be peeking through some tiny square going, which one did you want? You're going to be the centerpiece of your table, and then have your art well communicated simply on the tabletop with a portfolio that is open, inviting. Just clean, simple. Yeah, that's what I would say. Definitely. Also get advice from other artists about your style, what changes you can make to communicate easier what you do?
It's easy to do that at a con itself. If
Yeah.
it's like a con that
Yeah.
other artists are attending, so you can talk with them there.
I don't know if that answered your question, or do you have anything else specific that you'd like answered?
So I think next week we'll do the sketch cards, the X-Men sketch cards. And I had an idea because I don't know if people remember, but sometimes I talk about the fact that I don't really like doing sketch cards.
Right.
And the reason for that is every time
when they're displayed digitally,
they display it on the screen, it looks awkward because it's blown up to the entire screen.
Yeah.
And you see all the, well, it's not actually mistakes, but inaccuracies.
Well, it wasn't meant, it's not in
probably.
that scale, so they're
Yeah,
basically
it
taking a
doesn't-
microscope to it.
It wasn't meant to be, as big as they display it.
Mhm.
So I had an idea for a solution for that. And I thought about maybe doing like a bunch of them together, like take a few of them together and treat them as if it was a double page
Like a
or a
triptych.
triple page. And then like on every single one there will be one character, but you can like put them
Link
together,
them up together,
and it's gonna be like one image.
That's kind of cool.
It's cool, but the problem is they usually do a auction for the cards.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's good or bad. Maybe it's good. But maybe like one person is gonna buy like all of them.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any advice on making an art book? How many pieces are ideal to start, and where is a good place to do it? Is the next.
I mean, where is whatever printing you have that is
Close
in
by.
your area?
Yeah.
Because shipping is something that is gonna cost. And for the amounts that you're gonna do, it's better to do it locally.
Mm-hmm.
Because small amounts are the cheapest way to do them is like print locally.
I would do 50 first time. That's a good range, like anywhere between 30 and 80, let's say.
Yeah, between 30 and 80, because I don't think you need more. And
do you have any
it depends
general...
on the budget that you have, but
yeah,
today you can print digitally and it's not that expensive. Obviously, if you want to do like more, like bigger amounts, the amount for
each unit goes down.
Unit is gonna be cheaper, but that's only in like quantities that are like
in the thousands
and
more than that. Yeah. So general advice on making an art book: I wouldn't make it too long. I'd say like anywhere between 10 to 30 pages. No more than that. I would keep it black and white at first, maybe for your first time.
I don't know. It depends on your art.
Mm-hmm.
If your art is in color, then do it in color.
Only include your best work, obviously.
I don't know if it's like... So today the digital printing is not as expensive as it was before.
It's way cheaper than it used to be. Yeah.
So even if you print in color,
mm-hmm.
I think anywhere between 10 to 20 pages. I don't think you need more than 20-25 pages.
I wouldn't add any like titles or like text explanations. I wouldn't do that. I would just let the images speak for themselves.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like it when, because it takes you out of the art of it when you have to stop and like focus on a small paragraph and then go.
If it's something like, for me, for example, my art book has a title for each artwork
But
because
that's
it needs to explain the
yeah, but that's enough. Just the title is
reference.
enough. I
And
wouldn't explain it further than that. Let's put it that way. Let it
like for
be.
this piece, for example, I would like to write that it's a reference to the Pieta by Michelangelo.
Yeah, yeah. You can do that, but don't write the entire paragraphs on each piece. It's not
Oh yeah,
necessary.
that's for sure.
The other thing would be get a good rhythm to the art book, meaning you wouldn't want it to kind of start with, well, it has to start with with a piece that you're very proud of, okay? A few of those back to back. And then maybe something that breathes a little bit more negative space, and then go back into more detail. Have it tell a story in terms of rhythm. How much detail is shown on each page. Put some thought into that. Before you kind of land on the format or the page sequence that you want to actually have for your 50 pieces, let's say, you could print out just a couple and hand them out to people and ask them if they change anything about it.
Yeah, but if you print a couple, then it's got to be more expensive for the printing.
Yeah, it's
Like, you
not
need
something
to,
that you have to do, but if you're able to do it, you can do that, or you can just show
but don't
a
show
digital
your
version.
friends, because
No, not
that's gonna
friends.
be.
Ask people that are illustrators, graphic artists, animators, anyone that you know that is in design would be the right person to ask. You don't have to print out physical copies for it. You could send digital versions asking for some, any kind of pointers. Because sometimes we don't have the most objective point of view on
I know,
something that
but
we're putting together,
not
right?
everybody has like somebody to ask.
Yeah, but you can find
Because
it.
if you're gonna ask your family and friends,
No, not
that's
family and
that's
friends.
gonna be nothing.
No, they don't have. It's kind of like asking plumbing advice from whatever, like a fashion designer. They just don't know anything about
And
plumbing.
also, they're gonna say only positive things because they know you.
Well, yeah, depending on the person.
Mostly, if you ask your family, they're gonna say positive things.
Yeah, you should give it to, even if you have a tangential kind of acquaintance, a friend of a friend or a friend of family or someone that's in the arts and in design, you could, people are mostly happy to give their opinion if it doesn't mean that it takes up too much of their time, which it won't. So I would do that too. Jamie says, I love that Yoda sketch card. I remember you doing it. Did you do it live? Yeah, probably.
I don't know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted. A lot of people told me that Whatnot is where everything happens now.
Yeah.
So
When did
I'm
that
trying.
company start? That's an
I
interesting.
think during the pandemic, it like
That makes
took
sense.
off because everybody was bored and wanted to buy stuff. It's basically like eBay, but on your phone and for only for live shows, like live auctions.
Jillian, you have to start somewhere. It says, I feel like the art book is one of those things that you never get around to because you wait until it's perfect to make it. You have to start somewhere, right? I would grab 15, 30 of your best pieces and make your first one. Next one will be better, but
I don't know. Maybe you don't need to do an art book. I don't know if an art book is the thing that you need to do. It depends on what you want actually. Do you want to
make
make
a
a
name for
name?
themselves. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sure that an art book that's the way to do it. I think you do an art book if you already have an audience, I think. I think you need to start with like smaller, like do more things online. I don't know if it was interesting in comics today, I would start by doing comics and doing them for free online
Mm-hmm.
in one of the like global comics or webtoons or one of the free web comics companies
Mm-hmm.
before I do an art book.
Yeah. Mina asks, hey, sorry, but what is this drawing? So, Mina, this is a commission that Nier is creating. It's Blade Runner themed, and it is for one of our longtime bestest fans on the channel and fans of Nier's work.
Bestest ever.
Bestest Everest, okay?
Everest.
Yeah, so it is, you can see, if you know Blade Runner, that's Pris and
Roy Batty.
Roy Batty. And there are going to be multiple Easter eggs included in the image as well. So it's an original piece, it's a commission, and what you see in the backdrop is Nier's sketch, a preliminary sketch of what the final piece is going to look like, which he is inking on top
I don't think
of.
I've done the sketch online.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. You do it offline this time.
I think so, yeah.
So this specific sketch was created offline, but usually you do that part of your process online sometimes too. So depending on the day.
Yeah, I have like thousands of videos, I think.
Yeah. You can look on the channel to see that kind of
and some of them are unlisted, so only Jamie can see them because he's subscribed.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to my
you get all the extra perks. So you can subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Not to the YouTube, to the Instagram.
Instagram, sorry. Mina says, thanks a lot. I thought it was from Redline. What's Redline? I kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not sure what that is. Let me see. What is Redline?
I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know Redline. Probably a manga.
Let me see here.
Is it a manga?
I'm checking. Redline most famously refers to cult classic 2009 anime movie.
Yeah.
But it's also the name of a serious dark manga set in the Fate universe.
Oh,
so like
okay,
Fate,
okay.
Strange Fake or something.
Yeah.
High octane, visually stunning science fiction anime film produced by Studio Madhouse and directed by Takeshi Koike. It is an anime. Okay, so yeah, it is that.
We're watching the Fate
Strange Fake,
and I really like the design of the
and the animation. But we have no idea what's going on. And we're used to watching a lot of anime, so we can kind of wrap our heads around very elaborate storylines and details, but this is too... I don't even think that the people writing it know what's going on. Let me put it that way. It's just...
No, I think they know, but
they have some general idea about what are they talking about.
I don't know, but I think it's mostly for the show.
Yeah.
It's like for the fights.
Which is okay.
Yeah, it's very okay. It's
yeah.
Like I really like Demon Slayer, which is also just about the fight.
And also Jujutsu Kaisen is maybe the story is more penetrable. Is that?
Yeah.
Maybe it's easier to penetrate the story in Jujutsu Kaisen than it is definitely in Fate Strange Fake.
But also it's kind of like the last season is kind of...
Last season went off the rails and into the forest, as
mostly
they say.
Explanations
of
the game that they are playing.
Definitely.
But then, Fate is designed like in a very interesting way. It's almost like JoJo's, the characters. And it's also nice because they use known characters like Gilgamesh and
Jack the Ripper. What's his face?
Yesterday it was
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great and the guy who wrote the Three Musketeers. What's his name?
Gege really does anything to get on his fans' nerves.
What?
Gege.
Who is that?
I don't know. Let's see. Gege Redline. Gege. I don't know if that's pronounced Gege or Gege, but yeah,
Gege.
Gege. Oh well, I'm guessing it's probably, you know, Japanese, a Japanese name. So maybe Gege, maybe Gege. If you meant Gege Akutami, creator of Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, probably, alongside Redline, either the 20, they are separate entities frequently grouped together in social media fan art poster. You may be looking for automotive Redline synthetic oil products. Definitely not that. Let's take a look at Gege Akutami. Born in 1992, is a Japanese manga artist known for the manga series Jujutsu Kaisen. Was born in the Iwate Prefecture.
So yeah, the last season is very hard to understand what's going on. But I saw that they added the Demon Slayer movie to Crunchyroll recently, which is, I think I want to watch it again. We watched it in the cinema, and we really liked it. Right? You also liked it.
Which one?
Demon Slayer, the movie.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer was just
The
crazy. It was insane.
Infinity Castle.
I remember thinking to myself, so recently I was at the circus, and it was yesterday with friends, and I remember thinking, how is this person doing what I'm seeing at the moment? And during the Demon Slayer movie, I had the same thought. I thought to myself, how did they make this without spending 2 years on it? Maybe they did, actually. I don't know how much time it
yeah, maybe it took like a long time, but also they have a lot of people working on it, and it's very cool because it's all, except of the backgrounds, it's all 2D animation, which is basically traditional drawing. It's not like traditional in a sense of pen and paper, but it's basically like that. You draw on the computer, but it's like it's drawing. It's not 3D animation like they do in the West mostly.
Gege Akutami, the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen, has built a reputation for being a ruthless storyteller who prioritizes plot over fan feelings.
Yeah, but the last season was too much. It was like mostly explanations of the game, how the game works. I don't know. It's like, and a lot of the explanations were so fast that you can't really even read it or can't really understand what's going on. But I guess it's also mostly about the fights. So eventually it doesn't really matter if you know the rules or not. If it's the animation is going to be interesting and good, and the story of the fight is going to be interesting, which they do like very, very good in Jujutsu Kaisen. But I think like the Demon Slayer does better the story behind the fight.
I agree with
than
that.
Jujutsu.
Even though I'd like to say that I like the story itself of JJK more, but I think it's communicated less clearly than Demon Slayer story, if that makes sense.
Demon Slayer, you always see the backstory of the villains, and it's more, I guess it's more melodramatic even than Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's more of a drama kind of series. But yeah, I think just the last season of JJK was kind of like too much about very specific rules that are not going to matter in the next few episodes anymore, and spending way too much time going over all of the kind of like logistics, and then they kind of sidelined the storyline aspect of it more, which I did enjoy during the first 2 seasons. So So that's, I think, what. Yeah, and also he killed Nanami, which I'm still mad at.
That was the previous season.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
the
still
last
mad
one.
at that. And also Gojo's still in prison. So I'm also kind of like reeling over that. Just let the guy out of prison already. I understand that he's almost god level and it's hard to write stories with him in them
It's
without solving
like
Deus Ex Machina style everything. But
Superman.
like, find a way of doing it other than just shoving him in a box, literally.
Or don't use a character that is so powerful.
No, he already
Don't-
exists. The character exists. Now you have to deal with it, is my thing. Like, if you're ruthless with your fans, I'm going to be ruthless with you
Are
as
you
well.
seeing what I'm doing now?
Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. It has been an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You did a lot of work during the past hour and a half.
Did I?
Oh, yeah. You did all of the character lines. You already started blocking in the blacks. You did the corners of most of the blacks already.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You got a lot. Did you see the trailer for the 4th season of JJK? It's very good. I don't remember. Did we see the trailer?
I think I saw it, but I'm not sure.
I don't think I watched it yet. Jamie says, are you going to draw the rest live tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so stay tuned tomorrow. The rest is going to be live, and
Yeah.
obviously that'll also stay up on the channel
I think I'm gonna
afterwards.
do it tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Either tomorrow or one of the next upcoming
because
days,
I'm actually working on something new now,
which
on
we
a
also
comic.
can't talk about, I think, right?
I don't think
Yeah.
so. Nobody told me anything, but
Yeah, just to be safe.
so yeah, probably I'll finish it tomorrow.
Oh, boy. Everything's very, very, the white balance has gone crazy. Oh, there it is. Now it's better.
Yeah, because I
Oh my God, the line flow is off the hook. I could look at the sleeve. Wow. I could spend so much time just looking this over and over. It already looks amazing. I mean, I like everything you do, but this is so good. This is next level. We're not Italian, Mina. We live in Canada. We do speak other languages, but that's kind of like not relevant. Not Italian.
Okay, so I think I've done most of the black areas. I think I only have a couple of minutes to finish all the black areas, and then I'll go over to the background and do all the Easter eggs here. There are some of the robots here, and the machine that, what's the name of the test? I forgot.
Oh.
The machine that does the test thing. And some stuff here in the background. I think I have a couple of hours on it. And there's a window. You can see the pyramids, some of the pyramids here. I think I probably have a couple of maybe
Void
two.
Comp machine.
Yeah, void comp machine. So I think a couple of hours probably. Like,
yeah, I think that the planning stage and the initial sketch stage that also there's a lot of work that goes into that.
oh yeah, that's
and then
half,
this is like execution.
50%.
This is like
Yeah.
the final.
50% of the work is doing the sketch.
But don't forget, you wanted to add a lot of detail to the close part of the background. So like the floor that's close to the
Yeah, I'm saying
viewer.
like generally it's like something like 50%. 50% sketch, 50% ink.
Yeah.
And if I do color digitally, then I would say it's like 40, and 20.
But is this one? It doesn't include coloring.
No.
I actually like it in black and white. This looks. I think it's one of the most perfect subjects for like just the black and white. Blade Runner is very noiry.
Yeah.
Patterny.
But I can do like a cool graphic style poster from it in color.
Definitely. I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing like I think it's a Gundam themed comic strip shirt.
That's cool.
So that's pretty
I'm
cool
wearing
too. Mobius, yeah, I got you that for your birthday
Mobius.
along with other things. So
Yeah.
it's quickly become one of your favorite t-shirts to wear. I've noticed. Just saying. So thank you for joining us again. Happy Monday, everyone. Make sure to send us any of your sketches and your draw-alongs that you did last week if you want us to see them. We don't have to share them if you don't like. You can just say that in your message.
Or if you've done them now.
Sure, anything that you make that you'd like us to take a look at is at ddov.info@gmail.com. That's D as in dance, D as in dance, O as in octagon, V as in very.info@gmail.com. And yeah, just join us next week. Obviously, we love seeing all the new handles and people that chime in the chat. So very grateful that you're with us on the journey, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.